Yo, what's going on?
Hey,
What's your name?
iridescent.
Nah, what's your name?
Iridescent.
Huh?
Everyone calls me iridescent.
Oh, all right. So, you got anything to add to that topic?
Confinement, conditions of confinement.
Yeah.
Honestly, being in jail and how you got in jail is two different things. And I used to think about what happens before, like the process of like what happened when you got arrested or how you got arrested, what happened once they had you like in custody and whatever. I like to hear like stories and topics about that.
Okay. Have you ever been incarcerated?
No.
Thank God. Me personally, like leading up to me going to prison, I was a loose cannon. I was doing too much, you know. So at the end of the day, when I first got to jail, I didn't understand the purpose of me being there. Over a course of maybe 2 or 3 years of being in there, I finally realized and accepted and owned up to the fact of why the fuck I was in there, and
Mm-hmm.
I needed to be in there. You know what I'm saying? I went to jail for shooting a rapist in the head, nigga, fucking pedophile. You know what I'm saying? And they sent me to jail for that. A lot of people can't say that, and I'm not trying to act like my crime is more noble than the next. But at the end of the day, niggas ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I heard some shit. I got some valid information. I gathered my facts, and I try to take that nigga head off. I could talk about it. Why? I pled guilty to that, and I did the
Mm-hmm.
time for that. You know what I'm saying? So I went to jail for a noble but illegal act at the same time. So that's why I wasn't stressed out in that shit. I was a little bitter because I couldn't do what the fuck I wanted to do, but I was never stressed out in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I embraced it. It's like it is what it is, and I embrace it now. It made me it made me a better person. It made me the man I am right now, this moment right now. And further. I'm
Mm-hmm.
always gonna make a reference back to when I was locked up. I don't give a fuck whether that shit got to do with making a soup, listening to a motherfucker, teaching a motherfucker something, beating off, whatever. Whatever it may be, I'm always gonna reference back to being in prison. Why? Because I grew up in that shit. Damn near a decade in that motherfucker. And I'm only that's a third of my life I spent in there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But let me ask you a question now. Why we can't see your face right now?
Oh, because sitting in the dark and I just wanted to hop on a topic. That's all.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate you, but what else you gotta add though? Because I definitely appreciate you coming on here talking with us.
No problem. I like asking questions rather than answering them. So like for people like at the age that you got arrested, right? Like what is some advice that you thought you could have used before?
Okay, good question. So, I got arrested at I got arrested at the age of 21, and at that specific moment in time, I didn't really know about the conditions of confinement. I didn't know about the law. I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying, if you did things a certain way, you can avoid certain things like getting a job. You know what I'm saying? Like right now I got jobs paying bills. I'm making more money with a regular job than I was selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow, like I always told myself, like, I didn't know it was this easy. I ain't know it was this easy. If I knew it was this easy, I'd have been working from summer youth all the way to now. And I would have never, I would have never wound up in that situation unless, of course, I heard that it was a similar situation around that whole rape situation. But my advice for anybody that was 21 and younger, man, is um, explore, explore the legal side, get a fucking job, and at the end of the day, you could do the same things your man doing. Like if you work at the airport and your man is trapping, whatever he may be trapping, whatever it is, y'all can still hang out together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can still, if y'all want to dog joints together, y'all can do that. If y'all want to go out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want a club party, y'all want to jump a few niggas, whatever, tickles your fancy, you can still do certain things, but you can get that same money with a job where you ain't gotta be looking like this. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my advice for the young age that I never got. That I wish somebody would have pulled up on me and put me on to that.
So like you make more money with an actual job than you did swinging drugs on the streets and stuff. And if you had this advice back then, you would have stopped way earlier.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Like, okay, so I always tell people I never made a lot of money when I was hustling, but I just made enough to, maintain whatever it is that I was doing. So, like the jobs that I got right now, like I came home. I'm doing excellent. I've been out 7.5 months after doing 8 years. I'm doing excellent. Now, there's some hustles I had that I ran into like large lump sums of money, like all in one spot. But overall, all money ain't good money. And me working 40 hours at this job, 20 hours at this job, 5 at this job, at the end of the week, at the end of that 2 week period, I'm making, you know what I'm saying? I'm making good money. I can take care of my family, I can take care of myself, I can fly out, I can do what I want. So I'm not gonna lie, I would have to say, yeah, I'm making more money right now with this job because I don't have to worry about going to jail and spending it on fucking commissary. That's the difference.
Mhm.
You made 40,000 in a year. No, you made 40,000 in 6 months. I made 40,000 in a year. Half of your 40,000 going on commissary. Half of my 40,000 is in the bank. That's the difference.
Mhm.
And I think it's a thick line between the same. So
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. So swinging, like, how did you, like, what mentality were you in that made you start selling drugs in the first place? Like, what made you do what you did? Like, was it to support family or like yourself or just like because you could?
honestly speaking, it was to support, it was to help my mother.
Mm.
I'm one of seven, and my mom's had us dolly. You know what I'm saying? She had us by herself, and she worked 2 jobs. But 2 jobs, you can't take care of 6 kids with 2 jobs. Well, she did it. She took care of 6 kids with 2 jobs living in New York City. So the
Mm.
rent, and like what I'm saying, like we never missed Christmas, holidays, birthdays, everything was good. But it came to a point where it's like, you know what? We need more. We ain't want it. We need it. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't ask me to do that. I went out there and I took it upon myself to go out there and I started hustling. And I wasn't getting fly like everybody else. Everybody else I hustled with, when they made 3, 4, 5 sales, they went and bought Jordans. Me, I made 3, 4, 5 sales. I put it in plastic. I put it upstairs in my cousin's house, put it in a box and wrapped the fuck up and forgot about it. And so I hustled in slippers, shorts, and a t-shirt, bucket hat. I never got fly. Never got fly. So and you ask my mother today if she appreciated, she'd tell you, yeah, she appreciated that assistance. That's why I did it.